Just going to show you a customer's car that I've got here. It's come from New South Wales. I don't know if I should blur the plate out. Does it matter? Got some nice wheels. So it's a very tidy 2000 model SJ80. It's a really nice. I'm gonna wash it before I hand it back to the customer. It's been sitting out here for a little while. Let me just unlock it here. It's 135,000 Ks on it. It's really tidy. Well done to the customer. This has been quite a pleasure to work on, being such a tidy example of a car. We'll just start it up here. Oh, so this is the check engine light. So in an SJ70, like a leaf sprung Sierra, you're actually from factory, you've got a check engine light about here, but in the SJ80 you don't have the check engine light. So I've utilized this triangle as a check engine light. So once the engine starts, that light goes off. If there's any problem with any of the sensors or anything around the engine, that will illuminate while you're driving. Let's just start it up. Yep, starts quite nice. Dead cold. We'll pop the bonnet. Let's see if I can get this on better than the last video. Yeah, there it is, right there. Customer's been an absolute pleasure to deal with. Car's a really nice example of a Suzuki. Let's just go and pop the bonnet here. Oh, by the way, let me just show you. The customer also supplied the donor car, which is down the backyard there, the Baleno. Oh, there's an X90. We got an X90 and a Baleno. Let's just pop this bonnet. Gently. Runs beautifully. Yep, new extractors. This has also got a full complete exhaust system put on. Unfortunately, there's no radiator shroud here. And I think what the issue is there, they come to me with no radiator shroud, and I think it's got an... Yeah, so it's got a SJ70 radiator, which the SJ80 shroud won't bolt up to, so the radiator's been replaced, but the shroud hasn't been installed because the mount points for the shroud on an SJ80 is different. Did have a few oil leaks at the front there when I got it. I've replaced the cam and crank seals. It's got the Ben T from New Zealand adapter kit to install the gearbox to the 1.6 litre engine. The Maruti intake pipe to connect it up to the factory airbox. I normally, when I do these conversions, I normally use the Jimny intake manifold, but I've decided to use the Bellino on this one, because when you use the Jimny, it comes very close to this brake line here. And what you have to do is you actually have to bend this brake line down to clear the intake manifold. And yeah, but yeah, the Bellino manifold's okay. Sounds quite good. Nice and quiet. It was a good install. Unfortunately can't get this rubber boot up on properly because of all the other extra wiring there from previous lighting installs and whatnot. But yeah, it runs like a dream. Goes good. I've given it a good squirt up the highway, and it's definitely what these should have come out with from factory. You know, like this 1.6. Just another side note. Okay, how are we going here? Temperatures just starting to come up. Idle's coming down as the idle control valve does its job. I've actually installed. Oh, can't see it. Yeah, can't see it. Diagnostic port, like a factory diagnostic port there to plug a scanner into download any error codes. As you can see, the check engine light's off. It's just running sweet as. Pretty happy with this one. I did a good job. Good thing about the SJ80s is that you can install the pump in the tank. When you do the SJ70s and you do a external fuel pump, like those VL Commodore fuel pumps and that, they can be quite noisy, and this one's like it's great. It's just silent as anything because you're just using the factory Bellino pump in the tank. I've done some other work. So I did the front swivel hubs because whoever did the swivel hubs before, and I've got all the parts here to show the customer. Whoever did my swivel hubs before didn't install a rubber seal, so water was getting into the swivel hubs. So I've actually rebuilt all the swivel hubs. Let's have a look there. They're all nice and clean and beautiful now, and it's all installed properly how it's supposed to be installed. All like, because they were leaking oil. There was oil everywhere. There was so much oil, it was actually on the tie rod, the back tie rod back here. I've cleaned all that up. And both the swivel hubs are all nice, all degrees. It's quite a big job when you do the job properly and degrease it all and install the kingpin bearings. There was a lot of play in this right-hand kingpin bearing. There was a lot of play, and the reason is because the water got in because there was no rubber seal here, and the bottom kingpin bearing under here was, well, let's just say rooted. Okay, so the other jobs I've done on this is I put a new Exceedy clutch kit. Put a new Exceedy clutch kit in. Customer was questioning the clutch kit, and when I pulled that out, it was It was not stuffed, but it was worn. Also, part of the job, let me get under here. New exhaust system. New shiny catalytic converter. This is about 2-inch. 2-inch new muffler. Customer was also complaining